Welcome back to the Rock and Round Table. My name is Mattias.
And I'm Shay. Today's reaction is for Throwback Thursday, Crush, Crush, Crush by Paramore. This is our first reaction for Paramore, and I'm a huge fan from back in the day. And this was released on October 11th, 2007.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Excited. I mean, I barely know this band, so.
Right. So I've never seen them live even. I wish I could, but especially back then.
But they're back touring again, or?
They are. They're definitely, they're making their rounds again.
Okay.
So, yes.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Make sure you stick around till the end of the video, where we will give our reaction, our review, and our rating.
Let's roll.
Paramore, Crush, Crush, Crush.
It gives me all kind of memories and good feelings. So just in that time period with all the music, and MTV was still strong, believe it or not. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 2007, I did not know about this band. I didn't know about this band until this year.
Yeah.
And 2007, I would not have listened to this. This was not my
jam.
my jam at all at that time. Now,
It's a punk skater type rock, and it was
Yeah.
emo. It was in the emo scene, even though she wasn't emo, but it was the fan base,
yeah,
and and it was a very big thing at the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I mean, nowadays I'm more open to. I've listened to more different genres of rock music.
Yeah.
Instead of just metal. So I think it's pretty cool, to be honest.
I mean, the
And-
melody, right? The
Yeah.
melody and just their energy and just
and her way of singing,
charisma. Yeah.
it was kind of like reminded me of I don't know her name,
Jen.
Jen in Skillet.
Yeah, they might be friends, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's something I really enjoy. I think it's a cool type of vocal.
It's kind
Yeah,
of like because like Avril Lavigne, her, and I mean they all have it's kind of like I don't want to say whiny. It's not whiny in a negative thing. It's kind of like a moaning with a distortion kind of little girl sound, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a bad little girl sound. You know what I mean? Like
It's a bad girl.
right? And it that's like the impression, and they all had, but it fits.
Yeah.
It's just it's great.
No, I agree. It's that, yeah, it's very, very girly, very teenage type of sound of vocals.
Angst a little bit, like a little girl angst sound. But I don't know. But she was really well loved in the industry for a good decade. Where a lot of bands that aren't even in that genre, where they were hiring her as a guest vocalist on their song. Like I think every award show it'd be like a hip hop artist, or it would be a pop or rock, and then she would come out and do a featured thing. So she was one of them back. They must have liked her voice, her tone, which she appeared in many other songs of other bands featured. So as a special guest thing. So yeah, that happened a lot. I remember that.
No, and that's cool because I know now that Paramore was pretty big at that time. Well, they may still be, but not to me. But I appreciated this song, and I think it's a catchy song, right? It's a catchy music.
Oh yeah.
It's not like pop music. They actually play their instruments, which is
Right.
Key for me to be able to appreciate a band.
And every word she sang, I can read her lips, but her enunciation was perfect. Like I could really understand and hear exactly what the words it wasn't it wasn't like mumbling like a lot of the artists do today. She was very precise.
And this is it's a North American band, right?
Yes. Tennessee, I think 20 years ago, 2004, they formed.
Okay.
And I know not all the original members are still with. I think her and it's Haley.
Okay.
Haley and the two others are still in the band, and a couple of the others left. I think that this happened like 10 years ago, 8 years, somewhere in there. That's when they were kind of like on a down low for a while because they were transitioning into a new sound with new members. And it was a little different. It wasn't like, I'm not that familiar with their, like the last couple albums they had with the change of the members, but anyway, that's that. But
Yeah.
so 20 years ago they formed from Tennessee. Mm-hmm.
That was a good one, a good Throwback Thursday. And we're going to continue to do these as well. We have tons of old stuff lined up that we want to do reactions to.
We may have to do two for, Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, two for two.
Maybe Way Back Wednesday and Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
yeah, because if it was up to me, we would only do like old stuff.
Right.
From the 80s.
There could be 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So that's a long time. And this song seemed kind of new, and it's still almost 20 years old. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, what is it, 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
And that's crazy, right?
It is crazy, yes.
Time flies.
But I mean, and that's the beauty of music in general, and maybe rock music specifically, because it's timeless.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these bands, a lot of the music is timeless.
The interesting thing about when you said timeless, because you have different times, like the whole grunge period, which I know you're not really a fan of either. And I was cool with it, but that was in the early 90s to the mid 90s. That was like, it lasted like 5 years, give or take a year or two. But it was like over and done with kind of thing. But some of the most iconic bands that you really don't listen to came out of the grunge era, you know, like Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, and that's just most of the top ones.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yes, yes. So there was, it just, anyway, it inspired all that. And then you went on to different type of metal after that. So metal and rock, like it was, we had the whole time where there was that rap rock, and that happened, I think, after the grunge.
Yeah, because I mean, there were a few bands in that era.
Like Papa Roach, there was some.
Because the Clawfinger from Sweden and Downset, I like them. The point is, there's so much music, like old, that we can use for throwback reactions and kind of just get back into it. Like, oh wow, I had, like you said, so many great memories and things like that, which is the fun part of listening to music. You have emotions tied to different songs through your lifetime, and
tied to memories.
Yeah, tied to memories. Yeah,
yes.
And the majority of the things that you do want to remember, they are good memories, and then you may have bad memories as well, tied to songs, and then you don't listen to those songs. And we are not.
That's true. I mean,
we're not going to do reactions to those ones.
No, nothing with bad memories.
Yeah, but yeah, the point is, it's an exciting thing, and we really enjoy music in general, as you know, and we have been listening for so many years, and we're gonna keep doing the reactions for new stuff and old stuff.
A lot of the problem and issues that a lot of rock and metal fans have, and they refuse to accept that there are umbrellas. There's a rock and roll umbrella, and there's the metal umbrella. We're only talking about these two genres, but there's that umbrella, and it just spews spider webs out to to individual sound in that rock or individual types of metal. So it's and like you have different fans of that particular genre, but they've got to share that space with like 8 other parts of that genre of that. Under that umbrella. I mean, but I enjoyed that.
Think about it as a if you have like like an ant farm, you see all these different ways they build their homes, their communities, right? And all of this, or even think about roots from a tree or whatever it may be.
Rock and roll as a tree, and then all the roots. So they'd all go, and they're inspired by each other, and they cross over.
Yeah, they cross over. Yeah, and
so cool. It's a good thing, guys. It's not anything to be horrified about.
Yeah, and some of the stuff I just cannot listen to. I just cannot.
Yeah.
But the majority of, like I said, the umbrella, everything under the umbrella, I enjoy listening to. Some of the stuff I may not listen to it daily, but I can still appreciate and respect.
Right. And now this song with Paramore, this was definitely not under the metal umbrella. It was under the rock and roll, and then it's categorized even closer to the punk rock angst kind of skater type of thing going on. So, and that wasn't your thing, and that wasn't even my thing totally, but I can totally appreciate it. And there were a few bands that stood out like Paramore that I'm like, you know what, this is damn good. This is talent. This is definitely talent. So anyway.
Yep.
So are you ready for a rating?
I think I am. Yeah. I'll give this one 7 Marshall stacks out of 10.
Wow. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I mean.
I get it. I know where you live.
Okay.
So this gave me like emotional goosebumps you couldn't see, but it just. And I guess I'm biased now. So I don't know if that's influencing, but I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 Marshall stacks.
Yep.
It's that feeling that it gave me.
It's the feeling, and it's subjective, and it's just how you feel about it,
Yeah.
what your rating, so to speak. I mean, it nothing wrong or right here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that wraps up this video, this Throwback Thursday with Paramore, Crush, Crush, Crush from 2007. If you like our content, you know now, hit like, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment below, and share this video with your friends and family and your enemies.
That's correct. And until next time, we will catch you on the flip side.